Hey guys.
Alright folks, we're here today to check out a band that just released a music video in the song, and that's why we're here to check that out. The name of the band is Gradience, and the name of the song is Blindsided featuring Cabal. Now this band reached us out on Patreon, asked us to check out this music video, and as you guys are aware, just because they asked us to check us out on their music video, and they subscribe to our specific Patreon tier that allows us to do so, it doesn't guarantee that we're going to pump their tires.
Exactly. But what it will guarantee is us being completely honest and giving pointers whatever they may be worth.
I mean, we're always honest, even if...
Yeah, we are always honest. But
I mean, I never really fluffed anything on any video.
Yeah.
If there's one thing, I think sometimes we're too honest.
Sometimes
we're too honest.
It's more with me.
Yeah, sometimes
when I don't
honest.
like something, I'm very brutally honest about it, and then
hard
after
to hide.
But then after the video, I feel really bad. It's the Canadian in me. It's
you have like remorse, like
sorry.
Not buyer's remorse, but you have like hater remorse.
Yeah.
Hater's remorse. Anyways, the name of the band once again, Gradience. The song is Blindsided featuring Cabal. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Toss them all out here. Loading rounds to a near sound while I walking out of nowhere. And then I'm leaking like 84 mic a nightmare. Both my eyes trying to minimize all the burn lights without stare. Fill the room with lust and I'm bound to scratch with no itch. Something inside so I crack the pain, then I break my nails like you did. My filthy fault, so I claw passion, I smash the gate with my fist.
Actually, I feel like it should have gone a little bit longer.
I don't.
You're okay with finishing like that?
In the context of a show, like a live show or an album, yeah.
Wow, I think I could have gone another minute.
Because maybe even the song after this would continue.
No, I think it could have gone.
This gives me one of those things where,
dude, it was fucking heavy.
It was really heavy, but this band, see, for stuff that like I'm okay. Now, is this my cup of tea that I normally will listen to? Not really.
I was intrigued though.
But it's very intriguing. Like
I was intrigued though.
I'm not hating it. I would definitely listen to more of this band just because it's a concept that I have.
And you know what? It would be a show to watch.
Yeah, it's a concept that you don't see really.
No, those deep hip hop vocals.
Yeah, with
that
cool.
deathcore sound behind
it. They were cool as fuck. It is not my cup of tea.
I'm not hating on it at all.
It is not my cup. When I say it's not my cup of tea, it doesn't fall into that wheelhouse of stuff I normally listen to. But it is something I may start listening to because it's very. It
is fucking dark.
It's something you don't see often, or at all. And it's very well made.
The only thing this song was missing was Prince Nana. That's the only thing that was missing.
No, dude,
it was, first of all, it was fucking dark.
It was very dark, but it had its.
It was heavy. It was dark. It was heavy.
It has
those hip hop vocals. For me, the reason why they worked really well was because of how low they were,
and they kind of sound more like. Instead of like singing or rapping or anything, they sound more of like a spoken word.
Spoken word, yeah. It came like very menacing in a very menacing, like dark,
the 2 minute mark
somber
or
way.
the minute and a bit mark. I think it's perfect for stuff like this. It's perfect for stuff like this.
I liked it. So I actually wanted a little bit. I thought they could have done
This band is
something.
Now, it's only one song we heard from the band, but this band, this type of sound sounds like something where you would make like an album, right? And you would do the first song and the second song connect in a way, then the third song and the fourth song connect in a way. Kind of like, I know you don't like him, but kind of like Mano Chao, where the first song and the second song, the way the first song ends is the way the second song starts, or the way the third song ends is the way the fourth song starts. It's kind of like that. That's what this band kind of, like, the way it ended sounded like a start of something else.
And it could be.
And it could be, which I wouldn't be mad. If anything, I feel like with a band with this type of sound, it would be a perfect way to construct an album.
For me, my issue is that it ends in a very abrupt way, and it ends almost.
No, it has kind of like a
kind of dying out.
Kind of dying out.
But what I mean in an
but
abrupt way,
in a way of you wanting more out of it.
Yeah, because it felt like I got the first two verses out of the song. I got a verse, a chorus, a verse, and a chorus, but then I didn't get like the closing portion of the song. Like it felt that, coming from a metalhead standpoint, this feels untraditional, right? Because I don't think it's gonna be. It's not meant to be traditional. I get it. I get it. But I'm just talking about from the way my head works when I listen to music. I'm like, okay, verse, chorus. Okay, now they're gonna give us a breakdown or something,
man, dude,
or
but the
like,
song is not long enough for it. What you want is a longer song.
That's what I'm saying.
But
I feel like the song could have.
I feel like
it
doesn't have the
minute.
impact if the song is longer. The impact is gone. The way the song is constructed, it has to be short. I don't think it hits as hard as if you make it longer.
No, I think if you make it longer, then
you're gonna have to
dilute it a little bit.
You have to switch some stuff.
You're gonna have to switch some stuff around.
But the way it was perfect.
I just felt from a metalhead standpoint, with the way my mind is coming into the song,
of course,
it feels like there's a third of the song missing. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you're gonna go with this style, with this approach, I agree with you. If the song is one more minute, I don't know if it's gonna work as well. So it loses its impact a little bit. But then you still have to find a better way of closing the track.
But do you agree with me? Then instead of doing that, do it how I was saying, like a band like this.
No, but now you're talking about the way you're going to set it up in a record setting.
Yeah.
Which makes sense to me, but not everybody's going to listen to the songs on a record setting format.
True.
People are going to listen to songs on Spotify or whatever. They're not going to... Not everybody's going to listen. And that's one of the things... Me, personally, I like to listen to records from start to finish so I can have that experience. And once I've had that experience, I don't mind going and listening to the songs independently. But I'll give you an example. The last Lake of Tears record, some of the songs creeped into the next song where like one song had half of the previous song and then half of the song that came after. So there was some tracks that if you listen to that track on its own, it would make no sense whatsoever because it was half of the song that came before and half of the song that comes after. Now, if you're listening to them in the context of the record, they made total sense.
Yeah.
But imagine listening to one of those songs outside of the record. You're like, what the hell is happening here? So you have to be a little bit cognitive towards the fact that not everybody's going to listen to the record in that format. I get it. If you put it in that format, maybe it works really well.
I think a band like this, if you do an album and you put it in that format, it would be very good. Now, but I think what...
They could have still had the song in this length with this style,
but ended in a different way. Where
way where it doesn't sound like something is missing. Ended in a more how can I say it, in a more forceful way, like that. Like okay, the song is finished. Like like with a little bit more.
Well, okay.
Anger.
I know you don't like it, but that's why I send Mano Chao, because the way a song, like for the way the first song of the album will start off and whatever, and the way it ends, it doesn't end in a way where you need something else. But the next song continues off of it, and then it's like those two songs are like one if you listen to it from that to that. But individually, the songs are still good because they don't feel like they're missing anything. That's why I said if this has that, it's a perfect doing these type of shorter songs and this type of sound. I think it works in that context where if you make an album, you can make songs like that, but each song ending off in a way where it doesn't feel like you needed the next song, but the next song is a perfect add-on to that song. You see where I'm coming from this? But overall, very interesting Like
I agree. And the sound of this band, while having that down tune, almost deathcore sound,
and having it has in certain part it has like a generic thing where it's just gonna be heavy but it wasn't obnoxious. It was very
because the reason why I think it's simple. First of all, for me it's twofolded. One is because the way the vocals came across. Like you said, it was hip hop, but it was also spoken word. But it was really dark and somber and really deep into the sound.
When he starts, his vocals are high here, and then he kind of like
he's like melting into the sound. Yeah. It works really well from that standpoint. And then the sound of the guitars on this track, while having that almost traditional deathcore tuning to it and sound to it. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Sonic Youth from back in the day, in terms of a little bit of distortion and a slight feedback coming back into the sound. And I think that's really cool because I was a big fan of Sonic Youth growing up when I was a teenager, and I got into them because of skateboarding, and watching this video with the whole graffiti and the skateboard thing kind of reminded me of that, and it had a little bit of that rebellious inner city feel to it. Which the last band that I can think of that had that sort of vibe, didn't sound like these guys, but that had this sort of vibe, was Fire from the Gods. They had that kind of inner city youthfulness, anger, where they mixed in metal with hip hop. It's not new metal. It's like kind of like their own thing, where they created this specific sound and experience, bringing different influences into it. And these guys remind me of, they don't sound nothing like that, but they remind me of that, and that's good, because when you listen to a band like this that feels, at least to me, I mean, maybe you guys, maybe there's other bands like that or whatever, I don't know, they're not in my wheelhouse, so I don't really listen to this or hear anything similar to this on any regular basis. So when I listen to this song, for me sounds fresh, because it's not something that my palate is used to. But it's like anything in life. If you eat sushi all the time, eating sushi is not new. If you've never had sushi before, your first time eating it is a huge experience. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not well versed in this style to say that there's 100 bands out there that sound just like that. I don't know that because I don't listen to it on a regular basis, so I can't say that. But listening to something like this for the first time, it really hit me, and I liked it. I liked it because of that darkness of the vocals. The hip hop wasn't over the top. It was settled into the sound. It allowed the heaviness of the sound to add heaviness to that specific style, which is not necessarily a style that brings heaviness with it.
Yeah. Like
it's probably the one that's actually very detached from heaviness. So I like how they incorporated that. I like how they incorporated the harsh vocals, and the dude from Cabal delivered. He brought that extra heaviness and energy. I cannot hate it. I can. I know some people are going to hate it just because of the hip hop stuff, especially like hardcore metalheads. But I think this is so different.
You gotta appreciate it for what it is. It's not like your generic.
It's unique
metal.
For me, it's unique.
It's very unique, and it's something I haven't seen 100 times. Right?
We've seen hip hop and new metal all the time.
Like, yeah, but I'm sorry,
like
this,
but not like this.
But
that's
like
what I'm saying.
I think this is one of the first bands I've seen like this.
Like think about all the new metal bands like Limp Bizkit or what's the other one? The ones that released Hybrid Theory. Help me out here.
Oh fuck!
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well,
Linkin Park. All those new metal bands that had hip hop mixed into their music. That hip hop was really like
very
hip hop, like it was very hip hop. This is like a little bit
more metal than hip hop.
Yeah, it's a little bit darker.
It's very good.
It's a little bit darker,
it's very interesting.
Which brings
it brings
an interesting vibe to the song.
Yeah, it does. It does make you want to hear more and be like, kind of like, dive into the sound, because it's something you don't really get.
I have a friend of mine who's a huge hip hop head, and he listens to like some like New York like more underground artists, and there's some like really dark like hip hop like that has that almost like an industrial sound to not to the vocals, an industrial sound to the sampling. So it's like it feels like you listen to, like, if you listen to just the sound, it feels like you listen to like industrial music, industrial metal. But then he has hip hop in it. But even that, the sound is dark.
Yeah.
But the way the vocals come across, the vocals don't come across dark. The vocals come across as regular hip hop.
It's like NF. Remember I was showing you
Yeah,
him?
yeah, yeah.
Where the orchestration and everything, his music.
I'm thinking of a band here. Go ahead. Sorry.
Is bringing you that darkness, but his vocals themselves are bringing you that just normal rap sense. What are you searching up? I don't think that's it. Star Trek, really?
No. I thought about something. I thought it was. Oh yeah, LP. LP. I have a friend of mine. He's a huge fan of this rapper. The rapper's name is LP, and the first song I ever heard was a Deep Space 9mm. If you listen to this song, we're not gonna do that now here. But anyways, if you listen to that song, it has the sound has a little bit of like almost like a darkness to it, almost like industrial
but then the rap
feel.
Is just rap.
But then the rap is just rap. Here, no. Here he was like
he was
was low. Like he was subtle. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's good shit, man.
It was cool, man. It was cool.
This was fun. It's really something you don't really hear often. I've never heard this, at least this style.
This mixture
before. But fuck, it's very intriguing. Like I said, it didn't hit my comfortability zone, but it's something that I'm very interested in now. So now I'm in. I'm all in.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I want to hear more.
Me too. This was interesting. All right. Well, first of all, thank you to the band that reached out to us through our Patreon tier to check out bands. We have a tier. So if you're in a band and you want us to check out your song, stop being a dunce and just sign up on Patreon for that. Fuck, help us out here. Come on. Like, seriously.
Wait, but
throw us some pesos.
I'm going to say it again. You're not guaranteed an amazing review.
No. We're just going to... We've done a few of these where we didn't have something nice to say.
We've done a few of these where we
So, I want to thank the band for taking a chance on us. Isn't that a Napa song?
If anything, we both took a chance here.
Yeah, they took a chance on us and we took a chance on them. So there was a little bit of that.
They took a chance on themselves too.
There was a little bit of a quid pro quo, if you will. You take a chance on me, I take a chance on you. So anyways, thank you to the band. Thank you for you guys for watching this. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. And we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.